go. So let's deep dive further on fundamental analysis. Are you ready? How many of you are ready to learn fundamental analysis? How to find great stocks? How to find fantastic stocks to invest into? Yes? Okay, great. Now, before we go into fundamental analysis, let me just present to you what is our challenge, okay, in finding fundamentally good stocks. So just hold on, let's go. Okay, now let me पहले problem statement तो पता चले कि what we are dealing with, right? We should know what we are dealing with in stock market. Then you will find that okay, अभी अच्छा लगा program. Okay, now this is a screener.in. I would recommend everyone to open an account in screener.in. I'll share the link also to open the account. Free account है इसमें, बढ़िया site है. Open a free account here. Now I'll just show you. You can see the screener, right? This screener window, run this query and all. Yes. If yes, type S. Screener का S और समीर बापट का S. Okay, great. Thank you. So market capitalization greater than 0. If I run this query, okay, these are all the companies which are worth even 1 rupee worth है तो भी यहाँ आ जाएगा. Can you see the total number of companies in stock market is 4,109 companies. So imagine your task is to select few good companies out of 4,109 companies approximately. How many of you think कि थोड़ा मुश्किल है, like it's a tough task, right? How many of you agree here? How will I be able to analyze some few good companies out of 4,109 companies? Yes, tough job. पहला अपन करते हैं, क्या करेंगे? What we will do is, I'll share this screener. I'll conduct one webinar also. And at the end, I'll tell you how to put the screener. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. What we will do is, we will decide in India, if you're trading in India, we will decide ki any company which is worth 1,000 crore, only we will be investing into. At least kuch to worth ho, at least 1,000 crore to worth ho company ka. So what we will do is, first and foremost filtration we will keep is market capitalization is greater than 1,000. And if we run this query, automatically out of 4,109, we have removed all kachara. All kachara is removed. Not kachra, I would say, but at least यार हमारा tension कम हुआ. At least we want 1,000 crore का company to start with, because we are beginners. We don't want to go into something. We are not miners, right? We are not owning mines. We are not going to find some gold, dig for the mine and find gold. We want simple life and uh, easily we should be able to earn money. So market capitalization we are taking as 1,000. Can you see now here on the left hand side where I'm moving my mouse, we are left with 990 companies only. Yes, can you see this 990 here? So out of 4,109, we just put one simple query, any company which is greater than, so this will include small cap also. Huh? So don't think small cap nikal gaya, mid cap nikal gaya, only large cap is there. No, 1,000 crore is the starting point for decent small cap companies. So we have already removed 3,000 companies almost from our list to analyze. Okay. So with one stroke of search engine, we have done that. Now, so now first we know 900 कंपनी में से अपने को फाइंड आउट करना है some decent companies. Now, oh, क्या हुआ? कहाँ गया? Okay. Okay. So fundamental analysis is art and science of numbers. So numbers is sales, profit, profit after tax, debtor days, creditor days, initial capital, equity capital, ROE, debt to equity, cash flow, litigations, and all those things. How many of you know about these topics? Of course, people from commerce background will be knowing this. As an engineer, I didn't know this. How many of you know these topics? No idea. Absolutely no idea. Okay. No, okay. Here is my promise. By the end of 1 hour, one थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. By the end of 1 hour from now, you will know all these things. If you don't know all these things, even if you're from engineering background, doctor background, anything other than commerce, commerce wale, they know all this. Anything other than those background, it's my promise. 1 hour, 20 minutes, and you will know all these things. Is that good? You'll understand this. Not only understand this, you will be able to use this to select good stocks. Let's go ahead. Now, these are, you can take a snapshot after this program or during the breaks. You open a free account. No need to go for paid account as of now. These two are fantastic sites, screener.in and TradingView. Open a free account in these two websites, and you will be able to use whatever I am teaching. So let's go ahead. Now, analyzing a simple business. Many of you are attending this program for second time also. I know you know the right answer. Still give the answer in your chat box. But I want every one of you, you have to attempt this question. If you attempt this question, you will be able to identify good stocks. Okay, so it is very important. Yeah. Okay. Before we ask this question, everyone here has cleared eighth standard, at least eight, पांच और तीन आठ, एट्थ स्टैंडर्ड सबने पास किया है. एवरीवन हैज क्लियर्ड एट्थ स्टैंडर्ड. परसेंटेज वगैरह आता है सबको? Yes. Okay, great. Then you will be able to solve this question. Okay. So now on 1st of August 2022, a person starts a business with an investment of 1,000 rupees. So he has a 500 ka two notes. He brings that two notes on the 1st of January. He starts a business. What he does is he goes in the morning, purchases 10 loaf of bread at the rupees, 100 rupees per bread from the bakery. So he goes to the nearest bakery, gives him 1,000 rupees, picks up 10 bread loaf from that bakery. Okay, फिर क्या करता है? Same day he goes to the nearby apartment or the homes. हर घर में he will give one bread. He will collect 101 rupees for the bread. So what he did was 100 rupees he purchased the bread, 101 rupees he gave the bread to. So at the end of the day, he collects 1,010 rupees for him. 1 rupees per bread, 10 bread ka 10 rupees. So he started with 1,000. He is now having 1,010 rupees at the end of the day. Now he does this for entire 2022. All 365 days he does the same thing. Subah jayega, he will buy bread, deliver at the home's apartment, collect 1,000 money for this. Now my question to you is, if he does this for 365 days in the year, what is his percentage return on his investment for the year 2022? Calculate what is the percentage return on his investment, assuming there was no operational cost. Simple mathematical question hai, 8th standard ka question hai, so don't worry. So just tell me how much percentage return on his investment. They will not know about the OPEX and all. So simple hai, 8th class ka question hai. Please type your answers. What is the percentage return on his investment for the year 2022? Okay, so we have 365%. Great. How about others? 25.0001%. Great. Keep going. Keep going. 265%. Okay. 1%. Okay. 265%. 3.65%. Okay. 10%, 0.1%. Keep going, keep going. Everyone should attempt this question. Okay, don't think कि नहीं नहीं मैं तो मोबाइल से अटेंड कर रहा हूँ. What see, I'm sitting in my car, I'm going somewhere, so I'm not able to calculate. नहीं, attempt this. If you attempt this, then you will get lot of insight into how the businesses are being done. ओके सो डोंट नहीं नहीं मेरे से नहीं होगा, नहीं करो, नहीं आता है, रॉन्ग आंसर, राइट आंसर, देयर इज नो रॉन्ग आंसर, करो. 36.5%. Great. Okay. Those who should I okay, I'll give one more minute for doing the calculation, and then we'll go ahead. 1% return. Okay. 365%. Okay. 32.85. Great. Yeah, very good answer. Assuming the profit was not invested. संदीप जी, ये 8वीं क्लास के बच्चों का क्वेश्चन पेपर है, वो नहीं पूछेंगे मुझसे कि री इन्वेस्ट तो नहीं किया, ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट नहीं है उनके पास. But good question. Yes, I agree with you. This 3 is 36.5, 36. Okay, so let's see the question. So all those who answered 365%, your answer is right. His percentage return on his investment for the year 2022 is 365%. Others, please look at the solution to the question. Ready? Okay. Now, investment of 1000 rupees on 1st of Jan. Okay. 1st of Jan, he brought 1000 rupees in his pocket. He went to the bakery. He purchased the bread. He went to the apartment, gave it to apartment. His day one profit was 10 rupees on 1000 rupees. Everyone agrees? Yes? Agree, 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 agree. Okay. Next day, did he bring any additional investment? Did he take any additional loan from the bank? कि बॉस मेरे को 1000 रुपए दो, ब्रेड खरीदने का है. No. Same 1000 rupees next day. So day 2, no additional investment. On the same 1000 rupees, did he earn 10 rupees? So what he is doing is he is rotating the money, right? It is the term rotating the money. So same money, first day 1000 rupees, same money he rotated on the by clearing the inventory. So he took the bread, which is taking the inventory, he sold it to the apartments, and he took the inventory, cleared the inventory, rotated the money. Can we say like that for the day 2? Listen to me carefully. He took the inventory of bread, sold it to his customers, took money from them, and he rotated the money as well as the bread inventory also. Third day, any additional investment? Did he bring any additional investment कि नहीं मेरे को थर्ड डे पे जाके bread खरीदनी है, I have to buy some bread, so please give me a loan? Or same money he rotated? So what he got on the day 1, can we say he kept on rotating for 365 days the same 1000 rupees? So at the end of the day, at the end of the year, if we add 10 rupees for 365 into 10, did he earn with the same 1000 rupees 3650 rupees? How many of you agree that he earned with the same 1000 rupees which he had on the 1st January, he earned 3650 rupees? Yes. Now let's calculate the percentage. So simple formula of 8 standard, 3650 divided by 1000 rupees into 100 is equal to 365 percentage return on his investment of 1000 rupees. Everyone okay? Yes, no, thank you. Okay, yes. Now, now. So he brought the money in, he took the money and he sold. So he purchased the initial money, he took the inventory of breads, he sold that breads, got the money back, reinvested that money, and got the money. So here we have learned two concepts. He took the inventory everyone understands, right? He took the inventory मतलब सामान लिया वो, सामान खरीदा वो, सामान bread खरीदा, and he took that inventory and cleared the inventory. Every time he cleared the inventory, that time he got his money back, he reinvested his money, he rotated his money, he rotated his investment. Name type the companies which have businesses similar to as mentioned above. DMart, Trent, okay. Okay, Abhishek is saying every company. Okay, Britannia. Okay, great tip. Keep think which company might be doing like that. Dairy companies. Okay, others. Think. If you don't think, पैसा कैसे कमाओगे? सोचो और पैसा कमाओ. वाह, new tagline. Next time I'll put in my webinar. सोचें और पैसा कमाएं. Pharma, future retail, even car manufacturers. Can we say car manufacturers also? They bring in the material, manufacture the car, sell the car, take the money, bring the material, make the car, sell. Can we say all soap making companies take the money, make the soap, sell the soap, reinvest? All fertilizers company take in the material, make the fertilizer, sell, rotate. Yes, all companies. So one thing we say, so incoming raw material, make it good, and then outgoing finished business. So what is the value addition he is doing? Okay, before we go in value addition, now here is one thing. I would like to take you to the screener, and I would like to take you to Deepak Knight, right? Okay, this is a fertilizer making company. And when you open the account in screener, don't worry कि यार मैं screener कैसे use करूँगा. I'll teach you. Don't worry. Screener में अपन जाएंगे नीचे, तो we will find that here is inventory days. It is mentioned here. I will expand it. Okay, inventory days it is mentioned. As you can see here. Okay, ज़्यादा बड़ा कर दे. Inventory days, it is 52 days it takes to clear the inventory. This is data which every company has to publish. In how many days it clears the inventory. That means kitna they take the material in, make the final product, and dispatch out of the factory. They do it in 52 days. That means how many times they are rotating their inventory? Can I say 365 divided by 52, which is almost like 7 times they are rotating their inventory? Agreed? In 52 days, material जो भी आया 52 days में they'll make finished good and send out. So they are able to rotate their inventory for 7 times. Everyone agreed? Yes, no, hello. So can I conclude that they are rotating their money also 7 times? Whatever money they put, सामान लाओ, fertilizer बनाओ, बेचो, पैसा आएगा, again they will put and buy the raw material, again bring, sell. So they are rotating their money 7 times. Yes. Chitra, you can see the inventory days here mentioned here. Can you see this is the Deepak Knight, right? Uh, Here, can you see the inventory days mentioned here? Ishita and Chitra and others who have not followed and I have lost them. So I'll just go here. Here it is mentioned inventory days. Okay. Inventory days for Deepak Nitride is 52 days. That means they take the raw material, they make fertilizer and send out of their factory as a finished goods in 52 days. Everyone okay? Can I have yes from all of you, Ishita, Chitra, and others who have not understood earlier? Okay. So they do this. When they send material out of their factory, they'll get paid and they will again buy the material. ऐसा नहीं होता, but let's assume they'll get the money, they'll go and buy the material, again make the fertilizer, again send out of the company in 52 days. That means every 52 days they are able to rotate their money. क्योंकि सामान बाहर भेजा है तो पैसा आएगा तो पैसा भी रोटेट होगा. Yes, can we say they are rotating their money 7 times a year? 365 divided by 52, approximately 7 times. So whatever money they are investing in buying the raw material, they are getting it back in 52 days, roughly putting back in the material, and they are rotating the money 7 times. Agreed? So as we have seen, the more number of times we rotate the money, we are using less money. See, I told you, you have to think like a businessman. A businessman will think, yaar, thoda paisa lagaun, zyada output kamau. So if you are comparing between the peer groups, if you are finding a stock within the peer group, let's say if we say here they are showing a peer group here. So let's take Gujarat Fluorochem, and if I click on the Gujarat Fluorochem, and if you see, go down and in this website, if you see inventory days of Gujarat Fluorochem, it is shown here as 291. So they are taking the material and dispatching out in 291 days, whereas Deepak Nitrite is bringing in the material and dispatching in 52 days. Which company is rotating its material and money faster? My question to you is, which company is rotating their inventory and money faster? तो एक filtration ये हो गया, right? So do you agree that if for the peer comparison, I'm not saying compare Maruti Suzuki with Deepak Nitrite or compare some other company with don't cross check, sorry, don't compare different industry sectors, but within the same sector, if you have to shortlist a good stock, at least can we agree that a company which is having a lower inventory days will be rotating their money more and can be looked at for shortlisting and investing? Agreed? So if you are comparing Deepak Nitrite with the fertilizer companies, all fertilizer companies compare kiska inventory days are less, you can shortlist one of them. If you are comparing sugar industry, if you are looking at sugar industry, look at all the sugar companies. See, kiska inventory days kam hai, optimum hai. You can say, okay, they are rotating their money more. Have you learned something about shortlisting company by looking at inventory days? Yes. How many of you have learned something? एक टॉपिक हो गया as promised. Okay, so I still have 1 hour more to teach other topics. Okay, so let's go to okay. Now, what is the value addition of this business? अपना bread वाले का business जो था, what was the value addition of this business? The bread वाले का अपना bread example business, what was his value? He was not making bread, nothing. What was his value addition? What was his value addition? He was earning money, right? So if he's earning money, what is his value addition in that chain? Yeah. Sandeep Kumar, please don't type the same question again and again. Okay, it will be solved. Okay, later also. So if you type the same question again and again, like I said, that is our requirement of this precondition of attending webinar. Don't type your question again and again. I have seen that question. I'll address it at some point of time. Right. Okay. Now, what is the value addition done by the business of this bread wala? Think. This is very important. That this will make a difference between how you will earn money in stock market. People don't think what is the value addition of this company. They just invest. एक कोई बोला टाटा मोटर खरीदो, पर टाटा मोटर क्यों खरीदो, मारुति क्यों नहीं खरीदो? What is the value addition of Tata Motor? What is the value addition of Maruti Suzuki? What is the value addition of Mahindra and Mahindra? Right? So here, first and foremost thing you can write down in analyzing any company, fundamental analysis is, you should know, at least you should be convinced, somewhere in your notebook you should be writing what is the value addition of this business. This is what this breadwala is doing, this is what Amazon is doing. Amazon is not producing anything, they are buying from someone, delivering at your home, earning money in between. Flipkart is doing the same, that is their value addition, delivering, right? Correct. So that is value addition. Abhi, and they are earning money. So we have to, any business where whatever you analyze, right? The first point, fundamental analysis. You should know the what value addition this company is doing. If you don't understand the value addition done by that business, don't invest in that share, because most likely it will be difficult to earn in that business. Okay, so rule number one in fundamental analysis, understand the value addition of the business, what it is doing for the customer, what value addition it is doing for the customer, how it is different from the competitor, right? How they are very different, how their customer, why their customers should be coming back to them again and again, why the customer should go and give reference to someone else. Today if you are attending this program, if you don't like this program, you will not give my reference to someone else ki yaar theek hai, I will have my mission 10 million, but unless until I'm not adding value to your time today, you will not give my reference. Same is true for any company also. If that company is not creating value for its customer, customers are not happy, if they are not doing that business, they will not give future orders, the company will not grow. So if you are buying a share of a company, rule number one, can be anything, but you have to understand that. Say, don't think कि अरे यार मैं, like I was discussing with one of the participants yesterday. Don't think नहीं नहीं, I am from fashion industry, I only understand apparel business. ठीक है, जो समझते हो उसमें invest करो. Someone will say, oh no no, I am from IT background, I don't understand fertilizers and all. ठीक है, invest in IT only. फोकस ऑन आईटी, जो समझता है वॉट एवर यू अंडरस्टैंड उसमें इन्वेस्ट करो, यू विल अर्न अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. पीपल रन बिहाइंड अदर इंडस्ट्रीज विच दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. सो लेसन नंबर वन इन फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस इज, invest in a company which you understand, invest in a company which you understand what value addition they are doing for the customer. If you don't understand that in that business, don't do that. Find, agar someone might say no no no, I am a homemaker, I am a housewife, I don't go and work, then should I not invest in stock market? Yes. आपको पता है ना how to make pickle and papad and chutney. There are lots of good companies, like there is a ADF Foods which makes all papad, pickle, chutney. You understand that? Find those companies, less companies, you'll invest in that. Everyone with as per his passion will have companies to find into and invest into. So you have to know the value addition, very very important point. Now, incoming material, we have seen inventory sold out and all the. So for Deepak Nitride, we have seen 52 days वो घुमा रहा है पैसा. So lower the inventory days, and lesser the inventory days, better is the business. Okay, now I want you to draw this chart. I'm expecting everyone should be having this their notebook with them and might be taking notes. So in your notebook, just make this chart table what I have made in your notebook. So you write A, B, C, and D also. Here you write D also at the last, D. Okay, and write the first row, turnover, then profit, cash outflow, cash inflow, creditor days, debtor days, what it is better. Okay, so write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 rows will be there, 4 5 columns. So 1 2 3 4, write ABCD on the top. Once you are done drawing this table on your notebook, type yes or type done so that I can move forward. Now we are going to understand the important concepts on this. Once you are drawn, type yes so that I can move ahead. Type done. Okay. So once I have, we are around 88 participants. So at least 30-40 log to kar deं. 30-40 people, if they say yes, I will go ahead. Done. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Now सिंपल, आई टेक सिंपल ब्रेड का एग्जांपल लेंगे, सब ब्रेड खाते हैं इसलिए हम ब्रेड का एग्जांपल लेंगे. इफ आई टेक टू मेनी ब्रेड एग्जांपल्स, डोंट स्टॉप ईटिंग ब्रेड कि नहीं यार बहुत हो गया, आई एम हियरिंग दिस ब्रेड ब्रेड सिंस मॉर्निंग, आई विल नॉट ईट ब्रेड. ऐसा मत करना, ब्रेड खाते रहो, अच्छी रहती है. सो नाउ विल एनालाइज विच कंपनी शेयर विल यू बाय. All four companies in the example A, B, C, D. So I'll take just a fictitious company example A, B, C, D, and all are fictitious companies, not imaginary companies. And I have taken an example. They are all doing business for last 15 years. They are not getting established in the market. Nobody works for establishing themselves after 15 years, right? Everyone is there in for last 15 years. सो डोंट से नहीं वो अपना प्रोडक्ट प्रमोट कर रहा है, ये वो कुछ मत सोचो. ठीक है, दे आर देयर फॉर लास्ट 15 years. नाउ एवरी डे सिंपल बिजनेस, चारों का एक ही बिजनेस है. ए इज इन लेट्स से इन बैंगलोर, बी इज इन बॉम्बे, सी इज इन चंडीगढ़, डी इज इन दिल्ली, ऐसा कुछ है. सो एवरी डे एक ही बिजनेस है, ऑल हैव सेम बिजनेस. एवरी डे मॉर्निंग दे बाय 10 ब्रेड्स फ्रॉम द बेकरी for rupees 50. Okay, so they buy, go to the bakery, they buy 10 breads, 50 rupees per bread. So they buy, they spend 500 rupees, buy 10 breads, and they sell it to their customers for 55 rupees. For every bread they are earning 5 rupees. Okay, so that is their profit. They are buying one bread for 50 rupees, selling it for 55 rupees. They do business of only 10 breads, all four of them. So buy for 55 rupees, sell for sorry, buy for 50 rupees, sell for 55 rupees, only 10 breads a day. Okay, so now let's analyze company A. Company A takes 500 rupees note, goes to the supplier every day in the morning, gives 500 rupees to the bakery, picks up 10 breads, goes and delivers to its customer, collects the money from the customers on the same day. So his cost is 50 rupees per bread. For 10 bread, it is 500 rupees. Sale is 55 rupees per day. Profit is 5 rupees and quantity is 10. So sales turnover. Now let's understand what is the sales turnover. Whether it is a yearly turnover or a daily turnover, similar hai. Okay. Any commerce graduate or anyone from the commerce background, economics background, business background here, please don't come with a gun behind me कि यार ये क्या समझा रहे हो यार, ये तुम गलत समझा रहे हो. नहीं, ऐसे नहीं समझाते, नहीं. Okay, I am teaching fundamental analysis to non commerce economics people. Okay, so all people from those economics and commerce background, I am saying sorry right now for my explanation, but this explanations are correct. Okay, all commerce people agree with me, economics people, that they will not shoot me. गोली तो नहीं मार देगा मेरे को कि क्या समझा रहा है ये. Agreement? Okay. Sales turnover. Okay, sales turnover is what is his total sale. What he is charging to customer? 55 rupees. How much he is selling? 10 breads. So company is selling 10 breads for 55 rupees. So what is its sales turnover? How much? What is its sales turnover? How much he is selling for one day in one day? Total sale value for one day? 550. Correct? सो डेली सेल्स, डेली आई एम सेइंग, उसी को ऐड करेंगे तो ईयरली हो जाएगा. इफ यू ऐड 550 फॉर 365 days, इट विल बिकम ईयरली टर्नओवर. व्हाट इज द डेली प्रॉफिट ऑफ कंपनी ए? 50 rupees, है ना. 5 rupees per bread they are earning from their customers, so 50 rupees profit. And we are assuming no opex capex. अभी भी we are in 8th standard only, हाँ, उससे ऊपर मत जाओ. Don't think like graduate and all कि opex होगा capex होगा blah blah. नहीं नहीं, अभी अपन 8th में ही है. So 10 rupees, it is selling 5 rupees. What is the daily outgoing cash? How much the cash is going outside its the company? How much they are paying to the supplier? 500 rupees. Excellent. What is the daily incoming cash for the company A? 550. Excellent. Now, okay, another thing, don't shoot me कि ऐसा सिखाया क्यों सिखाया, because engineering we used to do lot of short forms and all, or something to remember, some puzzle वगैरह to remember thing. So let's say C is to come. So for any business, raw material comes from the supplier. So C is the C for come, like we say na, A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for dog. So let me teach you vocabulary for finance. So C for come. So raw material, incoming material comes from supplier. So, and D for dispatch. So our finished good goes to the customer. Okay. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Be with me. Okay. C for come, D for dispatch. So there is a word called creditor days. Okay, finance में, economics में, whatever एक term होता है creditor days. So when you see creditor days, so पहला letter है C. C for come. मतलब material is coming from suppliers. So the number of days it takes to pay the supplier. In how many days? Once you take the material, in how many days you pay the supplier is called creditor days. कोई गोली तो नहीं मारेगा ना मुझे ये समझाया तो. Everyone clear what is called creditor days? Non-finance people, creditor days. Okay, are you okay with this term creditor days? C, creditor days. C for come, material comes from the supplier. So number of days it takes to pay the supplier. In our example for the company A, in how many days company A is paying to the supplier when it receives the material? नहीं, one day ना, 52 कैसे हो गया? Right? It is paying the same day. वो material लिया and it paid to the supplier, the bread supplier. So 1 day. So credited days in our case is 1 day. D is okay. So D is for dispatch. We material final good is given to customer. It is dispatched to the customer. D is for the dispatch. There is something called debtor days. Debtor days is the money time it takes to receive money from the customer. So debtor days is once you give the material to, जैसे मारुति कार दे देता है कस्टमर, तो how many days it receives the payment, और ब्रेड वाला ने पैसा दिया, ब्रेड दिया, तो in how many days it will receive the payment, that is called debtor days from the customer. So money coming from customer is called debtor days. In how many days we are receiving money coming, we are giving it to suppliers, it is called creditor days. Everyone okay? Debtor days, creditor days, clear हो गया? Yes, I want a thumping yes from everyone. Yes, okay. Now in your table, just put it like this. Okay. Turnover, हमको सबको समझ में आ गया है. Turnover, sales turnover, yet sit turnover. Whenever you hear on TV debates कि sales turnover has increased and all, that is nothing. Whatever sales, total sales they have done, in your table it is coming 550. Profit is 50 rupees. Okay, so turnover, profit हो गया. Cash outflow is 500 rupees. Cash inflow is 550 rupees from the customer. Creditor days is in how many days it pays to its customer supplier is 1 day. debtor days, in how many days it gets the payment from the customer is 1 day. क्लियर? सबने भर लिया, सबने अपना टेबल फिल कर दिया, एवरीवन फिल्ड देयर टेबल फॉर कंपनी ए. ओके, सो अंडर कंपनी ए they have filled. Good, excellent, good job. Now there is a company B, सेम बिजनेस, 10 ब्रेड का ही बिजनेस है, 50 रुपीज में ही खरीदता है, 55 ओनली दे सेल, 5 रुपीज प्रॉफिट, बट pays to the supplier every day. So morning they'll take 500 rupees, pays to the supplier 500 rupees, delivers the bread, collects the money from customer at the end of the month, not every day. It is collecting the money from the customers at the end of the month. So it will deliver on the first of the month, second of the month, third of the month, fourth of the month, fifth of the month, and collect the money from customer at the end of the month. Now let's update the sheet. What is the daily turnover of the company B? How much sale they are doing every day? 550. What is the daily profit of the company in on papers? How much is the on paper? How much is the profit every day? 50. What is the daily outgoing cash of the company? 500. What is the daily incoming cash for the company? Illa. Nothing. It will collect only after 30 days. So 0. Correct? Are they getting any money every day? No, they are collecting money after 30 days. So let's fill this in our sheet. Okay, so B, 550 is the turnover, profit is 50, cash flow, outgoing cash flow is 500 per day, cash flow incoming is 0, creditor days is 1. Creditor days is the payment done to the supplier of the bread, debtor days is 30. Now tell me, if I ask you which company you will invest into, both companies, see, now here all TV debates, everywhere discussion will happen, they're fantastic turnover, this profit, everything. But there is something below which is very, very important, which is cash flow. And how many of you, why you will invest in A? Very good. Tarun said company A because risk of default is less. Yes, customer भाग गया, bread वेड खा के भाग गया, क्या कर लोगे? Customer runs away for B. He will have difficulty in collecting the payment, right? He on paper he's having profit, but actually he's not having profit unless he pays, right? Cash flow incoming every day. He has to do more investment. B will have to invest 30 into 500. That is, he is not getting returns on his 500 rupees every day. He has to invest 500 for 30 days, then he is getting return. So he is investing more than A, so his investment is more. He is having a risk of default by the customer and all other problems, so A is better. Now same thing, if we go and look at in the screener, we should see okay, can you see the debtor days here in the screener? It is given. Someone was asking, is it a website? Yes, screener.in is a website. You have to create a free account there. I'll share the link. See, Gujarat Fluorochemicals debtor days, that means it receives the payment from the customer in 72 days. Deepak Nitrite, if you see here, let's go down the debtor days, it receives the payment in 61 days. Who is able to collect money faster from the customer? Deepak Nitrate is able to do in 61 days. Gujarat Fluorescence is able to do in 72. So Deepak, so ठीक है, जल्दी ले रहा है, अच्छा है ना? It is good, right? So if we are analyzing, we have to see at debtor days, we have to see at days payable. In how many days it is giving to the supplier. Deepak Nitrite is giving in 45 days, and Gujarat Fluorescence is giving in 158 days. Though it is good that they are giving very late, but it can have repercussions. Suppliers might stop supplying also. So this is one thing you have to see. So can I say, okay, let's move forward and let's see. Okay, now can I say you have learned sales turnover? Can I say you have understood profit, creditor days, debtor days, cash flow, incoming, outgoing, and inventory turnover? As promised, 1.5 hours. उसका पहले अभी और है, अभी पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त, but at least you are comfortable with these terms now. You understand what they mean? Yes. Even if you are not from the commerce background, you understand these four words now: sales turnover, profit, creditor days, debtor days, cash flow, inventory turnover. You can do revision later also. I'll be uploading these videos also, but let's go ahead. Now there's third company, company C. It pays to the supplier every day, but it collects money 2 days in advance from the customer. It says, boss, तुमको bread चाहिए, if you want bread, give me money 2 days in advance, then only I'll deliver bread to you. Okay, so let's analyze. So turnover is 550, profit is 50, cash outflow 500, cash inflow per day is 550 because it is taking money from, but the debtor days is -2. Now tell me, which company will you invest into? Which is more safer to invest into? C. Correct? So when you are doing fundamental analysis, you have to look at these things also. किसका inventory turnover अच्छा है, किसका creditor days is more, okay, and debtor days is less and less. Inventory turnover ज़्यादा हो, simple. Now company D collects money in advance. Yeah. So I'll come for a doubt clearance once we are through with the fundamental analysis, right? Why cash flow was 0? Okay. For C, no cash outflow per day. Okay. Because, okay, so the question asked by Ishita is cash outflow. I have written 500/0 because it is not their money, right? It is someone else's money. They have already taken money from advance. They are giving it to the supplier. So that's why most probably, but if it is confusing, let's delete this. Okay. Cash outflow is anyway 500. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Now, there is a company D collects 7 days in advance from the customer and pays supplier after 7 days. So naturally, we will buy share of the company D. So you can fill this in your sheet. So now everyone is okay, comfortable with turnover, profit, cash outflow, cash inflow, creditor days, debtor days. Can I assume you are now comfortable at least with the terms? बाद में आएगा, धीरे धीरे practice से आएगा how to find fantastic companies, but at least now you will understand when they discuss on the TV and what they tell you and what they don't tell you. Can I have yes from all of you? If you can make out at least by these numbers कि कौन सा number अच्छा है और कौन सा number खराब है, what you are looking for and what you should be looking avoiding in fundamental analysis. Yes. Okay, great. Now, okay, we have updated think like a business owner because now one more thing is, okay, now in short, I will tell you. Okay, ready for this. Okay, now be ready for this. Everyone ready? It is very important. These are all numbers. These are numbers. The art of fundamental analysis is number and art of analyzing thing. And ladies will be much better in analyzing the fundamental analysis once they have this good numbers. They have a natural advantage in art of investing. क्योंकि पहले उनके दिमाग में आएगा कि ऐसा क्यों, अगर डी सी we know that every business wants to invest less. That is the primary objective of a business owner. He wants, or he or she wants, to invest less and less from his pocket and get more and more return from its for its company. So if we see the company B was investing, company B, right? It took money from the customers at the end of the month. So it has to put more money to the run the business. How many of you agree? How many of you agree that B had to put more money to run the business? ऐसा क्यों? Why they have to do more money? Because there is a possibility that there are other competitors also in the same area. See, they don't want to give credit to their like, they don't want to extend this tell the customer, okay, आप आराम से बाद में देना. Everyone wants to collect 7 days in advance. They want the money from customer as soon as possible. They want it yesterday. So if a company is having a higher debtor days, if it is having debtor days, money departs to the customer. D is for debtor days. Debtor days matlab customer say, if the money is coming in a longer duration, that means one. Is it possible that they have a lot of competition and that's why they have to give customer कि ठीक है यार, give me after some days, no problem, no problem sir, you pay me after 15 days, because there might be some competition, so he's already facing some competition, so he has to give customer more number of days to pay him. Possible? He may be having little bit inferior quality of product, that's why he wants to give more days for payment, and so there's a possibility of a not so good product, so he is ready to give. ठीक है यार, आप ले लो, थोड़ा खराब है, but you pay आराम से. See, I'm asking you to pay after so many days, right? See, after 15 years, that's what Ishita is writing, or maybe to retain. Yeah, he's fighting to retain, right? He is giving more and more number of days because he wants to retain. If he wants to retain, that means he is struggling somewhere. And if a business is struggling, if it is giving too many days for its customer to pay as compared to its peers, like sugar industry में, if some sugar industries बोलता नहीं, आज खरीदो, पैसा 45 days के बाद दो, 50 days के बाद दो, as compared to others, that means it is struggling to sell its products. Maybe because of quality issue, maybe because of competition issue, maybe because of some other issues, maybe his customers are like that. But if a company is finding it difficult to collect money, art of investing says, हमको किसने गन दिखाया है क्या? Someone has shown, put a gun on our head that we should go and invest in a company which itself is struggling to collect money from its customer. Has anyone put gun on our कनपट्टी कि भैया नहीं, इसी कंपनी का शेयर खरीदो? नहीं ना. So when you are buying a share, at least see how they are doing in their debtor days as compared to their previous peer group. Sugar वाले का sugar से compare कर लो, car वाले का car से compare कर लो. अगर if someone is taking, if debtor days is too high as compared to peers, they must be struggling. It will be long time before the stock price starts to go up. Do analysis. This may be the pointers. I'm not saying this will be the point. This may be the pointers. We have limited money. Why we have to go and play satta, jua, or gamble with that stock? Let's go for a better companies. Do you agree? So this is how you can identify good companies. Agreed? Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead. So we have to think as a business owner, boss, I am giving him money. He should be in the front run, yaar. Why he should be taking money from customer very fast? Why he has to give so many days to his customer to pay and all? So lesser debtor days better, more creditor days better. It should not be कि वो बिल्कुल जान ले ले supplier की, but at least some optimum more creditor days is better. Again, if a company plans to sell only 10 loaf of bread each year in 2023, next year also they are planning to sell only 10 loaf of bread, will you buy the share of that company? If it is planning to sell 10 loaf only, नहीं बोले हम 10 ही बेचेंगे इस साल, अगले साल, उसके अगले साल. No, because we need a company to grow. So there has to be a growth plan of the company, what they are going to do over the years in next few years. So we have understood this all concepts very good. Take some time, drink some water, recap whatever you have learned. Uh, okay, we'll not take a break. We are 12:30. We'll take a break. Okay, so don't take a break. Just recap whatever you have done. 12:30. We'll take a 10 minutes break, and then we will proceed for 12:30 or so. Okay, so recap whatever you have learned. Just write down, drink some water, digest everything whatever you have learned. We'll finish fundamental analysis and then we'll take a break of 10 minutes and then we'll learn technical analysis. Okay. Are you people okay if 2:30 ka 3 o'clock ho gaya if we extend this webinar by half an hour more? Is it okay with everyone? ऐसा तो नहीं ना कि नहीं ये 4 hours बोला था बस 4 hours में ही हमको फिनिश करने का है राइट सो इट इज ओके राइट ओके नंदन इज सेइंग नो सो यू आर हैविंग problem okay okay yes or no I am taking if we extend everyone is okay but 3 o'clock maximum it will go till 3 not more than that. I hope everyone had a good breakfast. Okay, so